Presidential candidate Senator Tim Scott is here to react. Senator, first off, the president goes to the Grand Canyon but doesn't do what you did and go to the border. Why do you think that is?
What's unbelievable is this a dereliction of duty. Let's be clear about it. President Biden has failed this nation, especially in declaring the actual emergency, which is an emergency at our border. Fentanyl has killed 70,000 Americans. He should reinstate Title 42 for a health emergency called fentanyl. It's killing Americans. We have an unsecure, wide open and unsafe border that could be closed with a southern border wall. He refuses to complete the wall, and he also refuses to use the available technology like seismic monitors so that the CBP can do their jobs better. This is ridiculous to talk about a climate emergency when we have a border emergency that is an existential threat right now.
So, I mean, if we're to believe what the stats say, we're in record level heat across the country and in some cases around the world. Do you believe that we're in the middle of climate change? And do you believe it's because of the use of fossil fuels?
We said the climate is obviously changing, but what we should realize, Brian, is that the country that's cut its carbon footprint in half in the last 25 years is America. The best thing to do for the climate is to keep our jobs at home, not to send them to countries like China, India, and Africa that have not impacted their actual carbon footprint. But more importantly, Americans have done the right thing. We continue to do the right thing. But the president has done the wrong thing. He has the wrong focus. He refuses to go to our border. It's just pitiful.
So before you get to the president, you got to beat a bunch of people who want the nomination that you want. And I think 9 of which will be on stage if Mayor Suarez reaches very close to hitting this threshold. We understand that Vivek Ramaswamy has signed the pledge that he'll support whoever the nominee is, whether it's him or not. Will you?
Well, absolutely. I will be the nominee, and I certainly will support myself. But no matter who the nominee is, I've already committed to supporting our nominee without any question. But I'm going to continue to work hard to prove that America can do for anyone what she's done for me. That's why we're focusing on restoring hope, creating opportunities, and protecting the America we love. And that starts at our southern border.
Anyone who says they know what President Trump's going to do, I've learned, is wrong when it comes to whether he's going to the debate. How will that change your strategy if he's playing center forward on the debate stage like he did in 2016?
It doesn't change my strategy very much at all, to be honest with you. I hope President Trump comes to the debate stage and participates. He's a strong debater without any question. It will be entertaining without any question. But the American people deserve to see every single one of us that qualifies for the debate stage on that stage talking about our vision for America and how our presidency would change the tide away from this terrible, disastrous presidency of President Biden.
So you got no opening statement, 1 minute to answer questions, 30 seconds for follow-up, and there'll be a 45-second close. How scripted are you? What do your notes look like to get ready for the 23rd?
I think the most important thing to do to be ready for the debate stage is to be comfortable in your own skin. Know what you want to talk about in advance, certainly, but then focus not on trying to make points, but focus on sharing the philosophy that has driven this nation to be the only city on the hill, the beacon in the midst of the storm. If I can convey to the American people why I believe that we can do for all of us what this great nation has done for me, I will have considered that debate performance a success. The good news is just tell the truth.
So the one thing the president has not done is attack Senator Tim Scott, the former president. But you get to go say, he says, if you're in second, he's going to attack you. Do you fear being in second? What do you think how the president will? Do you think the president will have trouble? Former president will have trouble attacking Tim Scott because you guys have this friendship?
Well, we have a great friendship and a good working relationship. Listen, we got opportunity zones done. I created opportunity zones. The president supported it and signed it. I was one of the 3 authors of the 2017 tax reform. We worked to cut taxes for the average American family. We returned $4,000 to the average American family. I look forward to having a conversation and, frankly, even a debate about the future of this nation. President Trump will do what President Trump does. I'm smart enough to know you can't control the former president, but what I can control is keeping my focus on the American people. And the real problem in this nation is the radical left led by Joe Biden.
And by the way, no one argues with this. You're the most optimistic campaigner out there today on both sides. Senator Tim Scott, thank you so much.
God bless.
All right, and good luck on the 23rd. Meanwhile, I'd like to check in with Senator